to the Divine Panel of Infinite 8 to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. My point of focus recommended by them. So I'll find out. First off, I have the Queen of Cauldrons on my left side, receptive side. This is interesting. So this is on the receptive side, okay. I think this is an area of focus of how I'm being seen by others, like on the down low. I usually don't get that, but what calls attention to it is, I think the right side, the manifestation side, Page of Cauldrons in reversal. So that's a secret admirer. And that's like, that's on the doing side. So it's addressing secret admirer energy. It's also giving accolades to yourself, you know? So, and this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be like on any level. Let me see here. I think that's what it looks like here. My point of focus. Let's get clarifiers with the good tarot. So my divine panel of infinite 8. My recommended point of focus on the receptive side, clarifying the Queen of Cauldrons in reversal. Okay. What opened up to it is Six of Air. I think it's smoothing out the wrinkles, and we're not talking about like the fountain of youth here. We're just talking about like anything that doesn't I guess doesn't come off as a polished effect. Yeah, I feel like that. Like Tina, like you're truly polished in the eyes of spirit. So anyone looking at the whole package, I mean, that's what they would, you know, really see. And so they're just, hold on. They're just having me identify with that. So 6 of Pentacles in reverse, or 6 of Earth in reverse. Also, again, Page of Water. So the page has shown up again. This is, yeah, this is approaching, I guess, the uncomfortable parts of assessment. And again, we're seeing the Six of Pentacles as being like a little selfish, a bit more independent, and focusing on self. Definitely. So this is more of an interior view rather than like how other people see me. The focal point of it being on the exterior. Okay. So, what goes in the Page of Pentacles, or Page of Cauldrons in reversal? What's the clarifier card for that? I think it's that one. Temptation in reverse. It's the Devil card in reverse. So yeah, I think this is very much a self centered view, in definitely giving myself accolades, without obsessing over the details. Like, yeah, if I was, you know, doing 50, I don't know, 150 sit-ups a day, or if I was doing, you know, pull-ups, because I, you know, I've haven't been doing, you know, my other extracurricular job work in the past, I don't know, has it been a couple weeks now? I feel like it's been at least a couple of weeks. But so I feel like I haven't, I'm more active, but I'm still not as much as I feel like I should be. And so not being so hard on yourself with the daily regimen, but knowing that when you start to approach those goals again, like reignite it, that it's coming from the right place. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's not an area of competition where I'm like practicing and training to be in the Olympics, but rather like the exciting part, the wins of personal gains, and that building better habits for myself, because I cannot lie, there were at least a few days sprinkled between here and there from when I had my last cigarette, and the craving for it, you know, just that automatic mediation to like calm the F down. And it's just a weird way of being in my now moment. And I kind of feel like one again, just in describing that. So it would be wonderful, especially with the last angel numbers that were specifically targeted to me in building better habits. I'm like, what? I didn't do the whole fast food breakfast thing. I did my own breakfast, but you know, like they're talking about more. Like think bigger than that. You know, it's not that you got a cup of like, you know, cheap coffee. It's something larger than that, which is what I initially intended, what I was initially excited about in the self-improvement part, without like, you know, dance like no one's looking, that kind of energy. It's, you know, achieving those gains, in, yeah, in my like domestic, realms of attainment. And, I should really just get back on that horse there. So, I originally intended this to be like more of like a dating scenario type of thing. Like what's my like advice? What's the recommendation from, you know, for that scenario? Because like I feel as though I'm attracting more quality energetics. Um, um, but I still need to be objective. I know that for sure. So I just feel like there's a lot that I should be. There's other priorities that I should be focused on. Like I just really feel like that. So anyone who's going to bid on my time is going to be more than the standard unit of measurement of exchange. I feel as though because of having other priorities in play, that I need to be billing for my time. You know what I mean? Like it's come to that place where I need to start considering other people, like in outings and all of that, like limit my time even with other family, you know, like and I need to start limiting my time and evaluating that properly. So, so I need to start billing like that accordingly. I don't know. I feel like I'm in that place where it's okay if others do not see my hourly or my daily rate as if they don't recognize it as fair value, or and that's fine, but that's how to realize your own wealth, Tina, and not take it so personal if others find it to be pricey, expensive, or not worth their investments. I really feel like I should be in that place right now. But I think this is a baseline scenario of me just getting there, building better habits, filling my own cup, giving myself, yeah, I feel like that. So this is the baseline. So what does my extended divine panel of Infinite 8 want to say about like what I just divulged? Is I realize that in my life nothing is as it has been for a while, and especially as things are moving along, that it is no mistake when people cross my path. And in order to better, like, I should position myself accordingly, that much of those that cross my path, it's it becomes obvious that they are more of like clients rather than like you know, personal type of energy. And I need to start establishing that, you know, like I need to start doing that. So, okay, what does my divine panel of Infinite 8 want to tell me about that? Okay. 3 of Swords inverted. Okay. Does that mean that I'm setting myself up for disappointment? Like from the exterior? Like I will be disappointed by a lot of responses? Or like, I don't think this means that like I have to like throw on my like throw my sales pitch together, like the gimmick, in order to alleviate some of this. Like I don't think it's supposed to prompt that. So it's I think it's, you know, narrowing down, like being, how is it, like cutting to the chase. Come on, you know. King of Pentacles or King of Stones in reverse. That is the truth of it. I mean, these are people that are very measured with their investments. So as long as they are going to be cutthroat, I need to be able to do my Aaron Brockovich, you know, thing too. So it's no offense if they don't see value in me. Like, in fact, I'm used to this type of energy in the office realm, like, you know, corporate America. I'm used to being deduced into something less than. And so I'm like, I'm tired of it. So like, why pretend that it doesn't exist? And just like be head on about that type of energetic. So it's just matching that. It's like, and it's no bluff for me. And so once it's a no on their part, whether or not I've been with a company for, or, you know, an organization or a grouping for X amount of years, or, you know, did this or that, established KPIs and achieved them, over exceeded them, even before a year's turn, you know, like, I'm like, whether I'm newbie at, like, I guess, right, whether I'm in consideration for a certain role, or certain placement in someone's life, versus like already being invested in showing up, like, for real, um, these energetics, I've learned, are rather stubborn. That's the patterning of it. So it's like, you know, I can match that energy. So it's no bluff to me. Like, I'm not going to waste any more time on this stuff, you know? So that goes for like all realms, including dating, meeting people, etc. We just cut to the chase, you know? I don't need to know your fucking favorite color. I don't need, like, I don't need to know, I don't know. There's something about the energy that I am able to read, and it's just cut to the chase. That's it. I have better things to do. If you know, if that's how it's going to be, I appreciate your honesty, and your, you know, similar value set in not wanting to waste time, and therefore resources, and we just kind of like move on. You know, I'm obviously not what you're looking for, and you're looking for something that I am not willing to deliver, you know, that I can deliver. Definitely I can. I have before, but I'm just not willing to do that, you know. I am worth more. So it's looking at that like straight in the face and being fearless with it. Like, it doesn't even there's no combat of fear, because it just doesn't exist when facing the reality of energetic patterns that don't believe in equity. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay, so what is the clarifying card for the Three of Swords inverted? My divine panel of Infinite 8. The Queen of Sword, yeah, Queen of Air, followed up like with the Empress in reversal. This is being like knowing, like, you've been in a variety of suits, basically, or uniforms, let's put it that way. Each kingdom represents mastery within, you know, I guess within different flavors. And so being the Empress, you have the flavor of each. And being so, you know, you're meant to be objective. Like, this is the hangman view of the Empress. And you know that you have to have, like, having an empire, and all the flavors, the mastery of all flavors, it's good to have a private SWOT analysis, to get a better scope on how you're going to address things. So this is nothing but the truth, Tina. As far as the Three of Swords inverted, it's nothing but the truth. That's all that you ask for. And sometimes it's just best to approach things like straight up, like for real, you know? Deal or no deal. That's what that is. That's funny. What goes in the King of, clarifier for the King of Stones in reversal? My divine panel of Infinite 8. So they say that I'm a quick study, and I know I am, especially in this realm. And I've had a lot of case studies, enough case studies to learn this one quick. I mean, we started off with like, give yourself some accolades. Like, it's almost like that tinge of, you know, talking to your niece, like wanting better for her, or like, you know, a grandpa talking to his daughter or a granddaughter, you know, and or great-great-granddaughter, and like wanting to give them some advice, like, you know, you're doing great, just get out back and, you know, on the field, etc. To, you know, Queen of Air, Queen of Swords, like straight up, like, you don't want to mess with her. I mean, she looks kind right there. This is probably the kindest Queen of Swords that you could approach, you know, aesthetically speaking. Even like on a PC level. This is a very PC Queen of Swords, but she does not give a frig about, you know, just being like one-to-one on the truth, straightforward, you know. She just says like, this one has a nice touch. especially having the queen or the Empress in reverse, like facing that, like looking in the mirror. That's what it is. That's what the approach calls for. Okay, so moving on. What's the clarifier to the King of Stones in reversal? 2 cards fell down, face down. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Judgment and 5 of Cups, extroverted. This is definite. This is like, this is cutthroat in its business sense. It's calling time. This is what it is, calling time. Calling time early, nipping it in the bud. Like, you've been through so many dissolutions, Tina, early on. I've been through, okay, let's just say, it's so easy. How do I say it? When I talk in third person, it's just easier for me psychologically to speak on something and know that I'm it. Like speaking to another version of myself, or like, you know, just... but I'm going to start talking as me. Every time I see it, like I have to just like instantly change it over. Because that's where I'm at as far as manifesting. So this is calling time, okay? You know, dissolution, backwards and forwards, forwards and backwards. And so, did I just say you? I know it. So this is 25 here, or 205 is an angel number here. But it's absolutely calling time. Almost in a diplomatic way. And then you just move on. Like the universe is fast acting for me these days, especially. So why waste my time like seeing if anyone's going to bend, or how many rounds of negotiation am I going to have to, you know, figure into before I can get my way, or remotely anything near what I had asked for, you know? And so I'm not going to play that game. Yeah. So this is very good. When it comes to any type of partnerships, any introductions, you have to treat it like straightforward. Or I am going to treat it straightforward. Okay? So, Knight of Stones in reverse and the 8 of Stones in reverse. Yeah. So this is like bringing along something that is almost effortless. Like, all right, you know, just tell me what it is, like what it comes down to, okay? So it's almost like board of directors style energetics. Yeah, seven of stones in reverse. Yeah, you just tell me, like, just be sure, tell me, simple terms. This is 7 and an 8. That's, and then this is, yeah, this is 16 pentacles in total. And that's the Tower card. You know, it's firm. Yeah. Yeah, like it doesn't faze me. The price is firm, the standards are firm, and that's it. Like, okay, well, I'll give you, it's even putting a time limit on when you give other people the option, like the decision to make. Like you understand the value, I mean, the etiquette of not being rushed into something. But it also does not mean that you give them forever to decide. There's a cap on things before I move on. So, it's like, you know, I'm about midpoint in this book, and it's going to consume me for quite a bit. So, I'm going to get through another, I don't know, 50 to 100 pages, and, you know, let you decide. I wouldn't say I'm a slow reader. I am definitely a more immersive reader. So it does take time. And so like my 50 pages is not somebody else's 50 pages. So like it's not a huge rush, but there is like a cap on this. And they're saying that I am absolutely allowed to do that. Well, okay. So this doesn't quite tell me as to whether or not I should bill for my time accordingly. But I think what it's implying is in being straightforward that I'm need to build checkpoints, like limitations on communications, and yeah, just form certain standards surrounding my accessibility. Or accessibility to me. I think it goes both ways, which means that I have to like shut down notifications on certain apps, or like do not ignite them. Which is true, like on certain apps and certain threads, actually, like even with, you know, like family, I will get around to it when I feel I'm ready to. When I, you know, it's I don't know, but that it works for me. So yeah, that's that. And going through dissolution and picking your battles, you realize who's there for you and who's not. And so when you are on delayed response to certain avenues of communication, like what are you gonna do? Are you gonna disown me? What are you gonna do? What, like, you know, you have to allow it. I've learned, okay, to allow myself the time to digest and give others time to digest as well. And so when I think that part in saying you, that was more of like speaking to my collective, like a word of advice. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. So I don't need, I don't, there has to be like some kind of gray area, because I'm not willing to give up my time for free. It's just, I'm not like, no, I don't know. I just, I don't want to penalize future relationships, any kind, any degree, because of feeling like I have to make up for lost times for when I was not recognized, you know? I don't feel like that's right. But at the same time, I'm not willing to just piss off my time for the possibility, like my time is worth a lot. My energy is more so. The exposure to me is, I need to put value to that, more value than your average person. And this is, I'm saying this within, how do you say it? Like, this is, I know it doesn't sound like this, like it, but this is me being humble. It is only correct with as much, with where I'm at right now, that I need to do that. I need to consider myself, my time more valuable. There are times when I'm channeling and I'm conveying something to somebody that I don't like. I don't realize that it's striking to the recipient, and so I shouldn't piss off my time like I'm me from, I don't know, 5 years ago or 8 years ago, or even like 5 months ago. Did I just say 5 months ago? But this is a new Tina. And I'm not willing to gamble for anything less, you know, than what I deserve. 100%. Yeah. All right. So what does my divine panel want to tell me with regards to that? My focal, or my focus, my area of focus, recommendations towards that. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Stones in reverse. That's, yeah, it should be effortless. Like, I've already put in the work, and my energies show up like that. So, it's time to give myself a break. Like, kick off your shoes, relax your feet, party on down to the Xscape beat. Just kick it. Yeah. Okay, so they're also saying, like, in your standards, building standards, like stronger and more elevated standards, it's really just a matter of principle and therefore discipline. So that doesn't mean that you have to go like hardcore and be like, this is my rate, these are my rates. But people will get the concept that your time is limited and of great value. You can imply that by limiting your time with someone, and to what capacity they I will expose my energy to them. For sure. Yeah. Clarifying card for that is what? All right, shuffle. Oh, I just said pick card. Yeah. 2. Okay. 5 of Swords, and then 7 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Water in reverse. Again, this is implying a degree of gracefulness. So therefore, like, this degree of grace exhibits something that's like almost effortless. Like, it's very well disciplined. This is the right move. It comes innate, natural. In fact, this is a correct choice. Like, no more looming around about it, no more ruminating. This is the dance of the sugar plum fairy. there's a certain choreography and what is it, laced into it. So this is the 1 up, and yeah, like, you've already put the work, I've already put the work in, and this is just moving with grace and also some style, it shows me. So there's 3, 4, 5 5 birds all around. Okay, those are doves. Okay, so I would be the 6th one, offering a calm atmosphere in this. So there's also an area of hope in here, being that 5 of air is, this is just very promising is what they're saying with the doves here. It's clear, it's concise communication, without having to nag about it 100%. That's what the 7 of Water is here for. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is very much ladylike in its feels. So it just showed me right here, bottom of the deck is a 7 of, this is a Chariot card. It's actually a very beautiful chariot representation of a chariot card. You see, it's almost like the Sun card, like disguised into here. like the teenager version of it. Yeah, 100%. So what's on the bottom of this deck? The Hermit card in reverse. So this is getting through it, but like also kind of escorted through, like not a chaperone, what do you call it? A chauffeur, like chauffeured through the dark night of the soul. Yeah, this is what was beneath that is the double card in reverse. Oh shit, what did I get? Hold on. Okay. So kind of like lights out here. Like that's it's kind of like a done deal. You got through it and now it's like a done deal. I got through it without obsessing over it, without giving into any other addictions. Yeah, that's what it's showing me, because it fell, and it fell upright, like I mean like faced up, but inverted. So there's like lights out. Yeah, kind of like a closed case. So all you have to really look at is yourself right now. Again, giving yourself accolades in a different form. This is initially, this is giving myself, the prompt is for me to give myself accolades on a solitary level. And then if there's anyone else that's introduced, also still giving myself accolades through how I represent myself in interactions. Definitely, that's what that is. Yeah. Again, this is a really weird, like, version of the Chariot card. Right behind that is trailing an Ace of Pentacles, and then after that, the Sun card in reverse, and then the Hanged Man in reverse, and then, oh my gosh, I could, we're not doing this, I've gone through the whole deck reading it line by line by line, and what it's showing me is, like, what we just discussed. Not only that, but it's highly profitable. You know, it's like one by one, you find these gems that are that don't need to have the interpretation of an exchange rate. That there's no misinterpreting there. There's no confusion on there. It's automatically identifiable as redeemable, and it's like soul sense, spiritual sense, and it's like pentacle version of it. Like it's not like I don't know, like an old version of, I don't know, what's been obsoleted as far as coin is involved within the same country. Is there something about that? Like, it's not obsoleted, okay? And this is highly visible. This is the spotlight. Like, my moves are being seen, not just on like the one-to-one level, but also indirectly, energetically, by my crew, and those beyond the veil. So it's this is like high recognition already, like real time live, and so this is the energy of being enlightened. You know, this is again having to be detached from your situation, but this is now like you're the front man, Tina. Again, almost effortless, like not micromanaging things, and again, putting the money where the mouth is, or like, you know, it's highly industrious and quite magical. There's follow through in the cleanup. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and like you just know how. You know how to love, like apply yourself. Oh my gosh, the Lover's card and then the Star card. What the frick? Yeah, this is seen by like the Most High, even within our like 3D realm. You know what I mean? I know this because like these are highly. Oh my God, for sure, it attracts so many characters, so many. This is definitely celebrities, the energy, like communication after that. Again, effortless on their part. Women who want to invest, like who want to start the journey with me, like they're gonna go camping with me, like, you know, rugged style if it needs to be, like going through the thick of it, the forest, holy smokes. It's like they know that there's like some danger involved, like death, oh my god, by this transformation, and it'll do you just like, dude, seriously, like we could keep going with this, but oh wait, I didn't see this. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's very magical. Yeah, this is insanely good. I did not mean to read this far into it, but they just kept giving me all this stuff. So yeah, this is also like indirectly by those that like I'm attracting with, like even just like this small stuff, which seems like, you know, minuscule. These are the acts that build character, that like show whether or not you have fame or recognition, like you recognize yourself as valuable. And so people who already have the recognition really appreciate this energy coming from my stance, like my positioning, so much so that it not only attracts like a great deal of wealth and affluent people, but it's indirectly almost like matchmaking, like, oh, you're here for her, oh, you're here for her, like, and people get hooked up like automatically. So it's not just like, oh, everybody's attracted to me. There's it, how do I say it, like, it's not just like a romantic attraction. This is bringing in affluent energetics that you know, are not confined to, like, how is it, they're not in the obsessive level of like targeted around me, but the attraction also like brings in like matchmaking, you know. I just, that's insanely good. That's crazy good. Okay, so what I will pull from here is the Chariot, the Ace of Earth, and the Sun card. I will leave everyone else in their stuff. And then what time is it? 42:22 on the clock. Holy smokes! Okay. Anything else that you want to say? So from my point of focus. So this brings in. This is like, what is it? Like what Jesus is multiplying? I don't know, the fish and the loaves of bread to feed like crowds and crowds. Like this is it's not just what teach a man how to fish and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. No, this is like Jesus creating miracles. And so like when, what is this, Christ-like consciousness, and this goes for anybody really, but small acts, how do you say it, the moves in the minor arcana can translate into multitudes of wealth within the major arcana. It's like, so don't underestimate, you know, the simple acts of kindness upon yourself. Well, that's what it's showing me here. Like one can rest on their laurels and say, oh, you know, I'm good with just, you know, being attractive, like attracting energetics, like getting the counts and the blue check mark and etc. Like, you know, chart topper, etc. An award, you know, that but this is, you know, to attract the best of the best, and being recognized by them, without being like, you know, like you realize that there's so many different kinds of selfish people out there, different walks of life. It's startling, and it's I want to say disappointing because it makes me like climb out of my feelings. It's just saddening. To the point I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay. So, it's wonderful to be recognized by, not just high achievers, but those that have, reached that, public acclaim, or critical acclaim. And be in the position that I'm at. Because it's not like, oh, they have, how do I say it? There's less of a likelihood for them to feel it, how do I say it? To feed off of me. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. That's me. I feel like I'm speaking ahead of myself, because when you attain so much like pentacle energy, you realize that the spirit carries more weight. The intangibles carry more weight than, than the tangible. So, but like at first glance, at least, at bare minimum, I don't have to worry about them like wanting to, I don't know, just take pentacle energy from me. You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing that more so within my locality. That part can become very depressing. But the truth is what I asked for, and I asked for it up front from Archangel Michael. I'm like, don't, even if it hurts me, just show me the truth so I can just, I don't want to waste any more time with, so that's what I've been granted. Fantastic, right? Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you want to say? My area of focus. Recommended. What is that? 2 of cauldrons. Partnerships, relationships, solid. Of a different kind. You see, there's like 2 different species. And then what? I think this is the 4. No, I don't know. What is it? Queen of Swords. Yeah. You ask for the truth and you're going to get it. Not only are you going to get the truth, like for you to digest up front, but also it's you're getting paired with the right people. Like, for sure. That's crazy. Interesting. Anything else fall down? No. All right. Clarifiers for that are, we're wrapping this one up, okay? This one, 9 of Swords. So there's a huge emphasis on that. Like, under both wings, like you got it. Like everything that you asked for, that you can possibly hold on to. It's not just blessed by 9 doves here. But like you're getting it's very much balanced. So I'm getting justice, like Mayet or Ma'at. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you're getting blessed by the truth, the absolute truth of things, and relationships that work, that don't just operate. They're blessings. This is good. Okay, so I think that's it. I have one person here, so I'm going to do one takeaway for you. Oh wait, bottom of the deck now is Knight of Spears in reverse. 9 of Spears in reverse. This is showing up for yourself, definitely. So this might look like a player to others, like, oh, you know, anybody who has an attitude about confiding in one's, like someone confiding in oneself. Like, I show up for myself, I don't show up to that. Like, if I have to do this or that, I'm doing this first. So this is kind of like, might be perceived as a player, but because it looks like, oh, you're just doing with whatever works. Like, it's kind of flimsy material to people who are basically not committed to you. And that's fine, whatever. To each their own. But this is more so focusing on showing up in a way that this is private energy, you know? You show up for yourself, you just, yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Definitely, this 100% means with the Queen of Pentacles back here, that's the best mom of all queens. So yeah, definitely showing up for yourself. And confiding in yourself. Like, absolutely trusting that there's a great deal of wealth in showing up for yourself, even if that means foregoing whatever's on the outskirts. Yeah. Because I feel like at this time, if something doesn't work out, if something doesn't pan out, if there's a, how do I say it, if other opportunities are not coming through out there for me, being at the energy that I'm at right now, it's not my job to figure out how I'm going to market myself and how to negotiate with others in order to make my value known. It is quite obvious with the work that I do that I don't need to be doing that. So it's like, I'll show up for me, you know? And there's greater energetics out there that stand for those principles and will reorient things within this reality so that I get my way, that I get what I'm seeking. Yeah, disciplinary measures in a different format. 100%. That's weird. Okay. Bottom of the deck on this one, 6 of Cups. Yeah, I do have allies. They are real. King of Swords in reverse and the Moon card in reverse. Yeah, there's loopholes. Yeah. There's loopholes, and there's people that have my backing, or I have the backing of those very unsuspecting energies. Like, it is, I don't even want to call it a rarity, because it like almost never ever ever happens. Like, I might be the only like one-off type of friend and ally of a different breed of these very very difficult, perplexing, mischievous energies. So they're they give me the assist for sure. Yeah. Okay, so okay, oh my god, we have 4. Okay, so we'll do 4 takeaways for you. Okay. If it diminishes at any time, then I will reduce the amount of takeaways. If it adds any more, I will have to use my level of discernment to see if I'm going to pick any more cards up, because, yeah. All right, so first takeaway for you, oh, there's 2 here, okay, is the Devil card in reverse, second takeaway for you is 2 of Spears in reverse. Okay, we have 3 people here now. Okay. Third takeaway for you is Justice in reverse. I'll get clarifiers for these so as well. So it looks like you're waiting for your own turnaround, like things to like rectify within your realm. And there's things that are to be announced, but you've released, like you've relinquished, you've surrendered. Jesus, take the wheel. That kind of energy. Even if you're an atheist or believe in, you know, another religion, the area of surrender is warranted at this time, and I think you've come to the realization of it. Because no matter how much you try to exercise control, there is always going to be things that are to be announced, to be determined, to be discussed, to be continued. And so I think you're resting on the reassurance that whatever the scenario is, there's an allowance of time where you just have to exercise some level of patience, and you can't control the realm of time, the area, like the loading. You can't even control the loading zone. Like, that's ridiculous. Like the attendance levels on who goes where and etc. Like logistics, there's only so much. And so, what were you gonna say about this? I think you are resting on the fact that this is to be continued. Like this, there's it's not to say that like that when is this going to end, because I'm sure you felt that way coming from the other polarity of the devil energy, for sure, because I've been there. But I feel like there's some downtime, and you can kind of take it into that fullest context, so that you have your own resting moments. And I think the less pressure applied to that by your own accord is going to kind of amplify the seat of justice. Like, yeah, I feel like that. Okay, so what are your 3 clarifiers from this deck? For the Devil card in reversal, King of Cups. Yeah, so this is your healing moment, your area of like, I think, excuse me, the levels of aggression and like kind of relinquishing control. And this is definitely like Jesus take the wheel type of energy, or Jesus take the trident, so that I don't like use that and like trying to like pitchfork anybody. Hold this for me, Spirit. Hold my earrings. You know, it's kind of like that. But it's all that time that was used in pressure added, the heat, all of that, because that is like depleted, it has heightened your level of intuition. So you're exploring that. Your takeaway clarifier for your second card in the 2 spears in reverse. Yeah, so this is a wonderful part of like there's to be determined, to be like there's things that like signs that are symbology that are being uncovered along the way. That's what makes life more exciting. When you relinquish control of this, then you get like the gifted of that. Queen of Earth in reverse. So it's, you know, give it up for your, you know, I say, give it up for, you know, Tina, give her a round of applause, etc. You're doing that for yourself. Yeah. And the to be, you know, this discovery mode. And then for your third takeaway, clarifier, justice in reverse. What do you got? This also implies that somebody's going to be caught, you know, to pay for their whatever that is, that shiz is, you see? Somebody's gonna be caught, like, for sure. Yeah, not just caught like, oh, you did it. It's more than pointing of fingers and identifying. This is their disciplinary measures that are about to come into tact. So the clarifying card is the King of Fire here. It's this maturated level of the Hanged Man energy, because that's the same kind of enlightenment that they have, you know, indicated there. But this is a wise investor of relationships. So just like you pick your battles, you also pick the right ones to work with. And we're not just talking about compliance, we're talking about energetically, like what is obvious within someone else's imprint, where they're coming from. So interesting. This is like the whole court has shown up. King of Water, King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in reversal, and then King of Fire upright. What are we missing? Swords energy. But they all know, you know, there's swords hidden in this energy, but it's like elevated to this realm of like knowing and then integration within doing. So I think whatever this trial thing is, that's like has tested you, was actually for the better, because there's like a self-soothing here, and it's also an introduction to opening up your awareness on gifts, on people, on energy, and how to invest 100%. So this is good. So this has matured you, but it has not aged you 100%. All right, so what are my 3 takeaways on this? 6207 on the clock. First takeaway is the Emperor in reverse. I've been seeing a lot of that lately. Undercover boss. Second takeaway for me is 8 of Spears in reverse. No words. Shut the room. Shut the front door. That's what it's saying. That's what the Emperor is saying. This is like a closed conversation. Like, this is an A and B conversation. See your way out. Definitely. Yeah. Like, anyone who's like, what is it, cross-watching or like just butting their nose in, whatever, it has no business here. Yeah, okay, so anyway, my third takeaway is the Tower card in reverse. Follow through. Okay. This is 100% being firm with the words that I tell myself, with the script that runs through my head. Like, it's not enough to say that, like, I'm a boss on the outskirts or for the outskirts. Like, it is most vital for me to rearrange my scripts within that seating. Like, yeah, definitely. There's something about that there. It's not like I'm a boss if, etc. No, I've already proven myself so I need to start using the internal verbiage that matches with that 100%. Like, rewriting the scripts. Okay, so my first clarifier takeaway is the Emperor, or for the Emperor card in reverse, 2 of Air in reverse, and 3 of Cups. Yeah, this is absolutely celebrating yourself. You have free reign to do so, Tina. You know? Yeah, I have free reign to do so. Yeah, treat yourself. That's what they said. Treat yourself like a boss. That's what they're saying. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Okay, my second takeaway clarifier, 8 of Spears. The Fool card in reverse. What? of Pentacles, or Earth. This is like going from 0 to 60, except 0 to 9, you know? There's something about that there. Let me charge my phone, because I feel like it's just about to, like, pop off. In a second. Oops. So, this is definitely being independent. Hold on. Okay. Is it gonna go like that? Something like that. Oops. Ah! Oh, fuck. Sorry, there's... I'm gonna remove this properly. Ugh, God, come on. How do I do it? Stop messing with me. Up on my bar. Rest up on the bar. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Full card, okay. 8 is like no words. Oh! This is something about 8 of Spears. No words, okay. So, this is like, they're saying, don't get hung up on the lack of response that you get from the outskirts. Like, even the interpretation of people, like, speaking indirectly to you, like indirectly supporting you, don't let that bother you, Tina. Nor do not let it, do not give more credit than what's due on the outskirts. Like, don't let people just slide on right on by like fooling yourself into thinking that it's okay just to get indirect accolades. I am worth more than that. And if others don't see that, then we'll on to the next crowd that does. And if there's no other crowds within this lifetime, then I know, like, I have, I'm seen well by, other sentience, not just beyond the veil. And maybe I'm just not built, for this lifetime to receive those accolades, but that doesn't disqualify me for, or like doom me from that kind of fate. But as it stands right now, I deserve better, and so I'm going to hold myself to that regard, which means that if anybody has an indirect yay or nay to my wins or to my path, like, it means nothing to me. That's the way they're saying it. Like, no words, like, for on the path. Like, no, I do not accept unless you're directly interfacing with me. This is being independent, and like, this is my garden, and I like it's not public. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. This should eliminate anyone, like, kind of trespassing energetically, which I've, you know, no, it's just like, because I've accepted it on, like, the public realm of what I'm doing here, something that I'm highly invested in. No, I deserve better. And so once I establish that, it's like absolute, like, there's an absolute block, like almost a ban on that type of energy. Yeah, it's the time for me to not just say that, but like they're saying slay that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, because it's kind of like breadcrumbing, you know? like for a long time, I've accepted, like found explanations and excuses. Like people don't just like their privacy, their private life or whatever, but sometimes people don't feel safe in a certain, like with how much I do and how much energies are like I can get myself into a lot of trouble. I'm telling you. Without even realizing it, and sometimes kind of realizing it, but I'm very well protected, and I've recognized that others maybe are not provided with that luxury. However, as I've grown into this realm and this position, like there are no excuses. There are no excuses at this time. I'm well versed enough to extend the grace of my protection and the knowledge for others to integrate within their own lives, and use their own intuition, like empower others, for there to be no excuses. If anyone has any fear at this point, then they have an element of doubt, and therefore they're just really not matching up to the standards that they're really not like to the standards of my crew. And I'm not talking down on them. That's just like, if I'm playing at this level, I can't create excuses for others. 100%. That's what it is. And I deserve what I deserve, and I'm going to get what I deserve. And so it's time to start establishing that. So now the clarifier for the follow 3 card, after making the firm decision on myself, like that is correct. Clarifier for that is 71:41 on the clock. 8. I've spoken, and I don't know what else just showed up. I don't know. 3 of Earth in reverse. So this is again the magical, bubbly type of energy, effervescent type of energy. But it also means like dissolving relationships. You know, like if it has to be, it has to be. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. I have respect for both of our time. You know. Time is time. Like what? It's the pentacle energy. It's the resource of the universes. So whether it's mine or yours, there's respect given on that. So I'm not gonna waste time on that. Accord, which also means that I've made room for solid relationships and partnerships. That's what that is. It's about time. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, blessings, and intellectual property from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to light and love energy, and the fortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. And may this like owie, this sty from cleaning my my altar. And I think whatever is attached, like, may it be healed and cleansed, go away, healed, whatever. Like, so mote it be. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to do. Assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Now,